Okay, so when it comes to census data, it's imperative that we look at the website. And again, this is this is the same as the Spotify. If you're watching the videos all together, this is very similar to the Spotify as well as the census. You're going to work with the API. You go into a database, you're calling it within R. Whereas the sports, you're web scraping. So let's go ahead and, because it's free. Yeah. Well, that's sports. Sorry about that. Let's go to census. So I have a website called census.gov quick facts table. If you just Google that, that should show up. I tried it. Okay. If it doesn't work, you already have access to the link in the vignette. You should have access to the link. Okay. So let's say, for example, we're interested in San Luis, Obispo. Okay, it's not going to start. Obispo County. Okay, that's what I'm interested in. San Luis Obispo County. And I'm going to automatically exit. You're going to see it shows up. Okay, it shows up. But it's also with the United States. So I'm just going to exit out of the United States. Boop. And focus on San Luis Obispo. And at the end of the presentation, you're going to, I believe, if I did this yesterday, I should get 269,637. 269,637. Okay, you should get that number. That's what we want. Okay, we want to bring that information. However, I'm going to focus on race and Hispanic origin. I'm going to get these numbers. Okay, that it will total up to 269,637. All right. We're going to focus on race and Hispanic origin in this video as well as in the project in class. There's other things that you can look at. But in terms of narrowing the scope, you're going to appreciate this. Narrowing the scope, we're going to focus on race and Hispanic origin. Okay, these variables here. Okay, and no, but it doesn't have to be only San Luis Obispo. We'll talk more about ideas throughout the process. All right. So when it comes to getting this data, there's a vignette. If I were to render this, you would see the actual website, but I'm actually going to do it old school. And go to the website. Okay, and this is where you're actually going to state your organization. You can make it up. I said group love data. Whatever. I said FADA because I spelled it wrong in the other previous video I made that you're not going to see. From Census, I provided my email address. Okay, it's a Census website, so you're going to have to think they're going to do something with the email. Agree to terms, and then submit key. So when you do that, it's going to take about 3 minutes. I was very surprised. It may take 5. I don't know. I don't work for the company. But let them give you an API key. I'm going to show you my API key, which is bad practice. I currently do not know how to not use. I don't know how to stop my API key from being associated with my email. I shouldn't say that either, but I'm gonna find out. But I did it for Spotify. I was able to do it for Spotify. So do not share your API key with anybody. Okay. But this is my API key. There's ways for you to blur it out, and of course with the videos, there's ways for you to create environments. I'm not gonna show you my environment because that has other API keys. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna run this. Okay. And it's going to store my API key. Okay. And we really don't need Terra. We really don't need R2R. And right now, I don't think in the video we even need ggplot, but we do need tidy census. So this is the functionality for you to already have it to check if these things are installed and then run it. Okay. So I'm going to run this library. These libraries. This really should be in my setup, by the way, up here, but whatever. I'm going to run these libraries, do this checking if it has it, checking if I have it, checking if I have it, and then it's actually going to now run the rest. Okay, run the libraries, bring those libraries in. Okay, so I have those in. And so what this is going to do is store the API key that I have here, okay, and essentially request a token. And I don't think you're going to be able to see the token. I'm almost certain you're not going to be able to see the token. The token is the token. The token is the component that allows you to search that database, gives you access. Okay, so let's go ahead and just run this. No issues. Good, fantastic. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of interesting. I'm going to tell you that right now at this moment we're using county. Okay, San Luis Obispo 079. How did I know that? I chat GPT'd it. The state is 06, California. That's the code. Okay, 2020. That's the annual. Okay, I'm pretty sure you know about this. About the census is every 10 years. Okay, it's 2024. So 4 years ago was 2020. So let's look at 2020's data. At times you can get like maybe 2019, maybe 2018, and that it's going to be preliminary, like data where they do samples to try to get a better guess. So if you're taking stat 421, I don't know if that's the right number, but of course it's survey sampling, how they design those studies and how they actually do those collections. That is what's happening in non. And the one can even argue, no, they're definitely doing that even during this regular census. So I'm making this video too long. I'm sorry. And so that is what's going on there in terms of census data. They're doing some type of survey sample so they can get better estimates of the races and things and other categories. Not races, individuals to then be able to assess the variable of interest, which are race. So that's that. So here I gave you a lot. I don't know how I'm gonna store this, but this is me giving you a subset of certain counties and cities as well as states codes. So if you actually run this, and I think if you want more states and more counties, of course you probably do. I'm going to then figure out how to give that to you because I got this in the most obscure way. But if I go to DF, I see it's not 50 states, by the way. Okay, there's going to be some repeats in this because, like, say for example, maybe it's all 50 states. No, I don't think so. But there's certain cities within each state. You know, exactly. It's not every. So Arizona happened twice, and so on and so forth. There's certain cities I was after, and so this is the city, and this is the county code, and this is the state code. Okay, so that's that. Okay, that's that. And so what this allows me to do is if I want to change this information to represent something, another city, another county, another state, another county, I can do so. But right now we're focusing on San Luis Obispo. Alright, boom. Alright. So these are the race, this is how we're narrowing our scope. These are the race codes where I got this from a website. We don't have to necessarily emphasize that now, but this is the race codes. And you're going to see how I'm going to use this in a moment, in 2 seconds. So here I'm going to use this information by telling this get function, this annual is coming from tidy census. Okay, and I'm going to give the variables, okay, as a vector into variables. I'm telling it the state, I'm telling it to the county, and I'm also telling the year 2020. Okay, one can argue why is 2020 same thing as 2023. I don't know why it's going to work. Okay, what's going? Oh, you're not found. Boop. Sorry about that. Well, then why? Interesting. Race is now. Come on, Emmanuel. Yay! Yay! It works. Okay. So we have slow California DF. Okay. We have the counties. We have the variables that we're interested in, and then we have the values. Yay! All right. And so what I can now do is go here and go to sum. Go to slow. CA, dollar store. Don't know why I said that. 282424. That is not the same thing. I think I said I stated the wrong number. 2824. This number 282424. That's what it's coming from. Okay. If you want to know why there's a discrepancy between these two numbers, you can actually just click on it and then read. But that's how you're going to get this information for the census and how you're going to analyze census data. Okay. All right, so let's do that.